Alright, so I'm gonna make a workout video. First workout video I've ever made. Um, I mean, if anybody catches this, and you're like, you work out on a regular basis and you're like a professional, so to say, feel free to leave me some tips, comments, or whatever. What can I do to get, quicker results? I already lost 50 pounds. Um, doing my routine and but they say once you lose more weight, it gets harder and harder to get off what weight you want. The smaller you get, because there's less weight to lose. So, any tips? I know about whey protein. I do have whey protein. Um, I'm gonna have to start. I quit using it for a while. I started losing some muscle mass, unfortunately, because of that. So definitely, I know about my whey protein. Definitely need to get back on that. So I'm gonna just try to make a quick little vid, probably about 20-30 minutes, I guess. Kind of use it as self motivational thing. And anyone else who wants motivation, I guess, can watch this video. I mean, I'm a big guy. Obviously, it's like, so working out, it can be hard sometimes. So if anyone, just want motivation, you see this video and you want motivation for yourself working out, I recommend good music. Personally, have good music when you're working out. Good motivation. Keep water, fruit, banana good. And so I'm trying to get this started. The quality of the video might not be that good, so anyone who's watching this, just kind of bear with it, I guess. Alright. Alright, so I got the regular old, I don't even know what to call it, but the regular, doing it standing is really good for the triceps. I know, when you pull this down while you're standing, good for the triceps, very good for the triceps. Of course, everything works out your biceps, like, no matter what you do, your biceps are going to be affected. But, overhand is better for triceps. Overhand like this. Works out your triceps more. Back on. And, then grabbing an underhand, like this, you get more of a workout for your shoulders and for your biceps. So shoulders and biceps. You do an underhand. And, you can't, you might not be able to go very far. Less weight obviously will enable you to go farther. Um, you know, just kind of have a loose grip on it too, so you can turn your hands. Don't grip too tight, but you can turn your hands, and then you can go farther with it. So just doing that. Right now it's only on 95 pounds. So what I like to do is like this would be like the pre-workout. Do a few reps with 95 pounds, get warmed up, do real light stuff, And anyone who doesn't work out and stuff, 95 pounds may be a lot. 95 pounds, I worked up to 95 pounds. Some people can deal with it just right off the bat. 95 pounds, not that big of a deal. But you're definitely going to want to work up to bigger weights, because starting off with a big weight is just going to be bad. Like, you're going to be tired. You're going to be really tired. You're not going to get the energy that you want to get. Potential risk for injury as well. So, when you're only going to want to do a warm up. Warm up, very, very good. You're always going to want to do a warm up, because if you don't, again, greater risk for injury. So just 2 reps, warm up, and then go up slowly. Like, now I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna increase the weight. I'm gonna go up 20 pounds, and that's going up 20 pounds. Again, might be a little much. But if you know you can handle it, you know your limits. Going up maybe 20 pounds at a time until you get to your max would be good. Unless your max is the next 20 pounds, then maybe go up only 5 pounds. So you get more out of it. So I go up 20 pounds. I sit down now this time. Um, I'm gonna use overhand. All right, and with the bar, keep your hands like close together. If you want to work out, like your chest. Wait, no, I said that wrong. Your chest, if you want to work out your chest, you're gonna want your arms. You're gonna want your arms far apart, like this. All right, and if you want to focus more on your arms, you want to focus more on getting strength in your arms, put your arms close together, like this. Arms really close together, and it will force, you're gonna have to use the strength in your arms. Have your hands way out here. You're able to depend. You're able to depend on your chest a lot. So, bar like this, good for chest. And don't do speed reps. People like to go really fast. You don't need to go fast. Go slow. Because it's better for you. Again, just going really fast. Your muscles cramp up quicker. I mean, with biceps, if you're doing like a bicep curl and you want to go fast, okay, that's one thing. You don't have a whole bunch of muscles involved. You don't have a whole bunch of bones involved that could, get twisted or injured. But when you're doing something like this that involves a lot of muscles, your back muscles, your shoulder muscles, like all the muscles in your arm, you want to go slow. If you go really fast, you can pull something, and it's just not good. Especially if you're like a beginner, like I was, or like I am, I should say, because I'm still not. But you're gonna want to go slow. You can stand up and do this, and widen out your grip. It's a little harder, it still works out your triceps really good. So if you widen out your grip, and I realize I'm standing on the platform. If you widen out your grip like this while you're standing up, very good for your triceps. And plus, with the extra weight increase, that's, you're doing even more there. So, widen out your grip, stand up, add some weight, get more of a tricep workout. And then again, you can do your chest and your biceps and get more result. Widen out your grip. And I can show you like that. Widen out your grip. Alright. Another thing that people can do, is the basic famous push-up. But there's many different kinds of push-ups that you can do. Getting positioned like this with your hands far apart, it is going to work out your chest more. Like this, as you can see, as I'm standing, it is pushing out my chest. So it'd be like 1, 2, whatever. You can see it's spreading out your chest. The closer you bring your hands in together, the more it's going to be focusing on your arms. The more centered it is, I guess I could say. You're going to be focused on your arms. As you can see, my chest isn't moving a whole lot. As opposed to this, my chest is the main muscle that is being used. But my arms close together, my shoulders are completely repositioned, and you can tell like your arms like this are more engaged, as opposed to this. You see the muscles aren't even flexed out, like this. It's just observing, you can tell. It's like this muscles on my arms aren't really engaged. I'm really depending on my chest. This muscles are all pop out and everything, and you can tell. So do a few push-ups. It's always, in my opinion, it's always good to okay. My opinion is always good to start out like this. Start out with your hands far apart and warm up. That's just how I feel. Others might disagree and say that it's better. I'm not a professional. Hold on, you guys can see. Again, I'm not a professional, like a real professional. I've been working out for a while. Unfortunately, due to being an amateur, I have suffered some injuries in my left shoulder because I'm not experienced as much as some people are. So, and again, I said good music. When I'm doing push-ups, push-ups are one of the hardest things for me. You know, it doesn't, maybe I don't look like it, maybe my arms look pretty big and I don't look like I'd have trouble, but I do. You know, push-ups are hard. So again, like I said, with good music, you have good music, it gets you pumped up. So I'm gonna start out with the wider spread on my hands, and basically just to warm up, probably gonna want to do like, try to do like 10. If I can't do 10, I might not be able to do 10. I haven't worked out in a while. I mean, I was working out like every day for a while, but so, you know, get in position, have your back straight, and just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so there you go. 10 push-ups. Let's focus on the chest area. And for me personally, doing my hands like this, having my hands really close together, is difficult for me. Because like I said, I am a bigger guy, and it's like having your hands really close like this puts all your body weight. And I'm 260 pounds. I mean, that's not little. So having your hands really close together, if you can't do it, don't do it. So I'm gonna try. I might fall on my face, but I'm gonna try to do. They're called diamond push-ups, where you have your hands really close together like this, and you just set up your hands, try to get them as even as possible. Get back up in position, and just do as many as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Alright. It does put a lot of pressure on your wrist. I'm not gonna lie. You can definitely feel it in your wrist. So if you have like wrist braces, I think they're called. I don't know if they have them or not, but if you can find like something to help support your wrist, you know, it'd be similar to a knee brace, just for your wrist, obviously. You can put that on, helps with that, because when you're doing this, all your weight is on your arms and your hands, and so as you can see, if I'm doing that, you know, all my weight is going to be my hands up on my wrist. So, alright, I'm really out of breath because those things are hard. I mean, I pushed out 10. I don't know how I did 10. Honestly, I astonished myself. And so, do some push-ups, get your chest warming up, get your arms even more engaged. My favorite activity is, this is one of the key reasons why I lost weight, is boxing. Now with someone else, you don't necessarily need a sparring partner, but have a mirror, a simple, large mirror. In fact, I have a mirror right there. You guys will see. I have a mirror. I have a mirror right there. I also have a mirror. I have a mirror over there. But because you guys are right here, I can use the camera as well. So we're gonna use this one. So what you want to do is just box. I mean, it's that simple. There's nothing. It's not something that's really complicated. You know, it's good when you're angry. I like to just sit there and spar against myself when I'm angry and just like, you know, just throw punches. But you know, it's a safe way, fun way, not hurting anybody, and you're gonna work out. So when I spar with myself, stretches are very important, because you will, you know, if you're going really hard at it, you're going to be punching out your arm really fast, you know. You're going to be punching out your arms, you know. And that, you know, works on your shoulder. That's pressure, you know, on there. So you're going to want those muscles and those bones to kind of be in position. like I said, I injured my left shoulder due to not stretching properly. This was back when I was in middle school and I really started first lifting weights. You know, just not stretching, naive, went right into it, lifting weights, doing whatever. And it's bad. This shoulder it's, you know, it's weaker now because I didn't stretch. So, definitely, you're going to want to stretch. Okay, so you're going to want to stretch, definitely. Definitely important. So, I'd say just for about a minute, just kind of put your arms in different positions, put your arms behind you, just like that. Not real advanced stretches. You don't have to do anything complex. Just slow, easy. Do slow punches. Do slow punches just so your arms are kind of aware. I guess so. So your arms are kind of aware of what they're going to be put through. Just slow punches. Alright. And, after about a minute or so, I'd say, that's good. That's good. So, alright. Next thing about boxing. Breathing. People don't understand. They think they go in there, like it's the best way to get the most out of boxing, just sparring by yourself. The best way to get the most out of it, you're going to want to work on your breathing control. I know it's like, well, you just did 10 push-ups and you're out of breath. Well, that's different. When you're doing stuff like that, sometimes it's better to hold your breath because when your body gets all relaxed, which is what you want in boxing. You want to be relaxed, and I'll explain that in a second. But with the push-up thing, it's like when you're breathing, like your body becomes relaxed. You might not be as strong as opposed to, when you're like you're taking a deep breath, you hold it for a second. Your body's tensed up, and you're like you can, you don't feel your body's not all relaxed. You're not like, breathe out, and you fold your face because you weren't ready for that. Now in boxing, you want to be relaxed when you throw the punch. So you're taking a deep breath, and you'll be able to calculate how many punches you can probably toss on one breath. Like as you get more and more physically active with it, you can calculate how many punches you can probably throw. So it's like the bigger the breath, the more punches you'll be able to throw. And what you want to do is every time you throw a punch, you're gonna want to breathe real quick, either out of your nose or out of your mouth. Like you can breathe out of your nose. Like personally, for me, I breathe out of my mouth. Just a small, don't like no, like that. That's too much. You're giving out too much air, and it's gonna make you too weak. You're gonna want to just leave your mouth a little open, like like get your mouth in a position and just breathe, like really quick breaths. And so, I can still breathe. I'm calm. I'm not out of breath. Like you're like, you might be thinking, but that's more physically exerting. How you're not out of breath from doing 10 punches, but you're out of breath from doing 10 push-ups. Like I said, it's all about breathing. With push-ups, you want to hold your breath. With punches, you want to they want to be quick, short, effective. So you can take a deep breath. That's going to enable you to do more punches. Deeper the breath. Like maybe you just want to do like a few quick punches and short breath. Just like that. Maybe you don't need to suck up the whole room, for air, but it's just something like that. It's effective. Go for about 5-10 minutes. Great cardio. I mean, seriously, your heart rate goes up, and you don't really feel it as much as you think you would, because you feel your heart is like beating really fast, and you think, I'm not breathing that heavy, but it's effective. Get your heart working. It's fun. It's a good way to take out some aggression. So just do a few more of those. Also, footwork. Increase the effects of the cardio. You know, move your feet. I don't know if you guys can really see my feet all that well, but you know, when you're boxing, you know, try to move your feet a little bit. It's like they do in a real, you know, in a real match. When you're boxing, you don't just stand there, you know, and take the hits. You move around. So if you punch over here, move, move, jump back, forward, jump back again, stuff like that. Footwork, very important. You know, so I'm probably breathing a little harder because when you do that footwork, you know, you can switch sides, switch your stance, switch what arm your arm you're leading with. You know, want to lead with your left, want to lead with your right. Very important. Increases the effects of the cardio. Very good for you. So, also, water. Don't replenish with anything else. People have all these sports drinks. That weighs you down. People don't realize it. It's great for a pre and post workout. During workout, you don't want to drink anything but water because your body is in a zone where it's using the calories that are in your body already. It's using the nutrients that you have. You don't need anything else. Just water. And a piece of fruit maybe. But none of those artificial drinks. So, a little bit of water. And if if you really feel like it, a piece of fruit, a banana. Good for potassium. Alright. Now, after the boxing and push-up session, you can move back to the weights, which is what I like to do. I like to go to weights, warm up, then go to the floor, do stuff with my own body, when I don't depend on the machine, and then go back to the machines. Your body's warmed up now, it's used to your own body weights, whatever, and you go back to the machines. So, I have that machine. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm trying to point it with my finger. Oh, it's kind of weird. Okay, that machine right there. That black one. Okay, I'm pointing at this one. That machine. There we go. That machine right there. Okay, that's not really a machine. It's just your ab thing. It's an ab workout. So, you got that. I mean, there's stuff you can use, You got... This is a treadmill. Very old treadmill. I don't use it because of how old it is. I mean, it creaks. There you go. But you can use this. Very good for core. Prop up your arms. This machine is great for relieving stress on your back. If you just get up here and kind of like just hang, it relieves a lot of stress in your spine. You also do an arm workout on this, which I was just kind of doing. You get up here, you just kind of push with your arms. It doesn't have to be solely for your stomach. Now, this machine, or this whatever, puts a lot of tension on your shoulder. So again, you're going to want to stretch. You're going to want to make sure your shoulders are prepared. Because if you prop up like I do, I prop up like this. I put my forearms down, and I have my shoulders supporting my weight. You can do it like this as well. Very uncomfortable. You can put it like this, but it puts it all under your armpits, and it kind of hurts, and it takes a lot of effort to support yourself up that way. So if you don't want to have to use like a bunch of energy to support yourself up, use your forearms, use your shoulders, and just like that. And So that's one thing. So you can use that for abs. It also works out your chest a little bit, honestly. You know, if you put out your arms, you know, if you rest on your forearms, works out your chest a little bit when you're moving. But still, its main purpose is for the abs and the stomach, and you just lift your legs up. That's all you do. You can do knee, you can do your knee to your chest. You can just lift up your legs, like plank style, just straight up. And then so I just did quick that because we're already going on like 25 minutes here. And so I just did that real quick, and then go back to the weights. I mean, that's really like my favorite thing to do is weights. That's what I got started on. I like weights. So go back to the weights, and again, you can do whatever. Oh no! Now that you're even more warmed up, though, you can kick up the weight. I'm gonna kick up another 20 pounds. So now I'm putting it at 135. I was at 115 and 95. Now I'm up in 135. So I've gone up 40 pounds since the beginning of the workout. And you just simple movements. You can do it standing. Underarm, forearm. Far apart, close together. So do 10 of these. Do 10. Set to 10 are really good. It's an easy number, kinda. It's easy to remember, obviously, but it's an easy number to kind of get to. It's something that you can push yourself. You're like, 5 more, 4 more. It's just something that it's a good number. It's a good number for doing that. So do 10 of these. Okay, so you do 10 underarm close, and then you can switch it up and do 10 overarm close, or 10 underarm far apart, or 10, whatever you want to do. So I'd probably recommend, because you just did underarm, you just did 10 underarm, give that part of the muscle maybe a quick break, and just pump out 10 overarm. One, two, Alright, so that's 10 overarm, 10 underarm, close together. Now, work out your chest a little bit more, take it far apart. And like I said, I'm up to 135, so, the more weight, the more you feel it, so your arms are, at this point, probably really tight. So, just you can do 5, do 10, whatever you feel like you can do. Alright, so I did 5. That's all I feel like I can do right now. And then switch it up. Do underarm. Do another 5, far apart. Alright, so that's standing. Here. You guys probably can't hear me that good from way over there. Sorry about that if you couldn't hear me that bad. Or that good. Basically, what I said was just do simple sets. Do like 10, do like 5, if you couldn't hear me. I just said, do a number that you really feel comfortable with. 5, 10, at least do 5. Because, at least push yourself. Don't just do 1 and be like, oh, at least do something where you really feel pushed. If you honestly do feel pushed at 1, then go ahead. But honestly, try to push yourself a little bit more. So, pick up the weight. Try to really push yourself. Alright, so I just did a total of 30. I did 20 underarm bicep, close together, 20 underarm bicep close together, and or 10 this way, and then I did 10 this way, and then I did my arms far apart. I did 5, and then I did 5 like that. So total 30, and then you can kick up the weight even more. The more I kick up the weight, the more I sit down. So like I'm going to kick it up another 20 pounds. So I'm going to be at 155. And you can sit down and do this, you can stand up, but preferably would sit down. And then just do whatever you want, overarm, underarm, far apart, close together, whatever. I recommend also taking off rings because I just pinch myself, so taking off rings and stuff, definitely better for your hands. Alright, well, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Just a quick little video I decided to make. And feedback is definitely welcome. Feel free to build on anything, obviously, because I don't own this stuff. This is just, so, build on it, do different boxing moves, just doing this. If you don't have weights, you don't have access to weights. I've been very privileged. I'm at my grandmother's house right now. She has a set of weights down here. When I go back home, I have the option to use weights. And so for me, it's like, I got lucky. I got lucky. I'm able to have equipment accessible for me. Other people might not be so privileged. So just using your own body weight will definitely increase your strength. Still, different style of push-ups. The boxing, if you do stretches, simple stuff like that. Hydrate with water during workouts. If you really feel the need to get a little bit more energy, to eat something, eat a piece of fruit. Bananas are really high in sugar, but I recommend a banana because of the potassium, and the sugar is natural sugar, so you're going to burn it a little bit better. You're working out, so you are going to need some type of sugar, if you really do feel fatigued. So I recommend a banana and a big thing of water. And that's all. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy.